What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode. In today's video, I'm going to be sending more stuff out to other machine shops so that I can get this Mini up and running. So today I'm actually going to be hearing back from the machine shop that I sent out my crankshaft and the bottom end of my engine to. Hopefully they're going to be done today. I was told they'd be done on Thursday, and that's today, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to get all that stuff back from them. But I'm going to be sending out my cylinder head along with my block to go get machined and built. So I have my cylinder head here, I have my upper part of the block, and I also have the lower part of the block all over there, and they're all going to be sent out along with all of these parts so that it can get built. So first things first, all of the components that I'm sending out, so like the head and the block, they all need to be machined so they're all true, so that everything's straight and everything's good. After that's done, they're gonna be taking the cylinder head and putting a little bit of work into this. They're gonna be replacing the valve guides. They're gonna be putting new valves in, new springs, new keepers, new retainers. They're basically gonna be building everything. So I'm gonna be sending everything out to these guys. I wanna see if I can get some footage for you, but I'm first gonna go over all the parts and everything that I'm bringing to them now, so that if you guys wanna go through this kind of procedure, you're gonna have an idea as to what you're gonna need, what it's going to cost you, and all of that fun stuff. So these parts that you see here aren't everything that I'm going to be bringing down to the machine shop. I'm going to need this and a little bit more stuff. So I'm going to first begin with the ARP bolts. This one here, see that part number? This guy here is for the cylinder head stud kit. This here is for the main stud kit, and I'll give you that part number 2 should you guys want to look into it. So these are not torque to yield bolts. So normal torque to yield bolts, once you apply pressure to them and you torque them, the bolt itself stretches, and at that point, well, it's gonna be tightened up, but you can't ever take it off, loosen it out, remove it, and then reinstall it. Because once it's stretched, you can't exactly stretch it more and get the proper spec. So that's why I got these ARP bolts. You can apply any amount of torque to them, take it off, back it on, put it off, and do it as many times as you want, and you're not going to be killing or stretching each one of these bolts. So I did that for the cylinder head and for the studs. They were a little bit more expensive over the stock bolts. However, because I want to go with a more performance-oriented route, I wanted to go with something that I could take off and put back on. So ARP was the way to go. I have the thrust bearings. These go inside the crankshaft, or in the bottom end of the block. These go up to the crankshaft. I've got a new sprocket here for the oil pump. This connects up to the crankshaft as well. I've got the caps right here that cover up 2 of the bolts for the, which one is this? For the main studs. I've got a crankshaft seal. I've got all the SuperTech stuff, so the valve seals. I've got the keepers. I've got, these here are the parts that I was waiting on coming in. These are the valve guides. So I'm gonna be replacing the ones that are inside my cylinder head with these ones here. I've got the new springs. I've got the new retainers. I've got the valves for the intake and exhaust system. And inside this guy here, I have a very nice 0.9mm thick head gasket. This here is from SuperTech. So because I want to go with all SuperTech stuff at the bottom end, I figured I'd get everything else while I'm at it. The quality of all the stuff looks really nice, and fingers crossed, once all this stuff is all back together, this is going to be a badass, kick-ass setup. Next up, I have the block. So this here is where the pistons go in and out. This is where the crankshaft lies on, and you can see that I still have the oil squirters found inside of there. So I'm gonna leave those in there. The machine shop is gonna be able to take care of it. But what they're essentially gonna be doing is they're gonna be checking the straightness or the level of the deck right here. If they need to machine it down, they're gonna make it oh so straight. Now, it's pretty much impossible to tell by the naked eye if it's straight or not, but they're gonna do a whole bunch of measurements, make sure it's all good, and they're gonna do the same thing for inside each one of the bores for the piston. So this here needs to be slightly machined just so that the new pistons have a nice cross-hatched groove in it. That way they're gonna be able to seat properly, and we're gonna be able to make a nice, reliable performance motor. So while we're on the topic of the block, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that was pretty cool. So this here is an aluminum block. The entire thing is made out of aluminum except for 4 crucial parts. So if you guys take a look at each one of the combustion chambers, you'll see that there's a different color between the inside part and the outside part. So the outside is actually made out of aluminum, and the inside is made out of steel. This is called a sleeved block because there are basically steel sleeves that have lined the inside part of the aluminum block. So if you have an aluminum block, the sidewalls of each one of the combustion chambers need to be super strong, and aluminum isn't strong enough for that to happen. So that's why if you guys have an aluminum block, 99 times out of 100, you're gonna have a steel reinforced sidewall. Last but not least, this is the other part of the bottom end of the engine. So I don't have the crankshaft or the connecting rods or the pistons or anything else like that. That is all getting machined and balanced up. So that's gonna be sent out to the other machine shop. Fingers crossed I'll hear back from them today. But this here is the other crucial part of it. So the crankshaft lies inside of all these bearings, and this is basically, well, where everything happens. This is where the magic happens. This is the home for the crankshaft. So there's not really much I can do with this now. I am gonna eventually clean this and paint this up later, but I need to get this machined and built first before I go ahead and paint everything. So I need to load all of this stuff here up into the Accord so I can bring all this down to the machine shop. I really need a damn pickup truck, but you know, I've got to make do with what I have. I've been driving the last little bit to Toronto and back. I did a couple trips. I went to go pick up my new camera because I dropped it. I also went to go pick up another car part for the Z, so that's exciting. But I need to throw all this in the Accord and get that done. So I'm gonna bring my pickup into the garage, load all this up, and then we'll head down to the machine shop to go drop all this stuff off. Milan, what do you mean I need a pickup truck? I've got everything I need in here. No problem. Okay, let's go bring this down to the shop. Okay guys, so I just got here. So I didn't get a phone call from the other guys that finished balancing up the crankshaft. So I'm guessing maybe tomorrow I'll have to bring it by if they give me a call then. But I'm here and I'm here to drop off everything for the bottom end of the engine. Well, and the cylinder head for that matter. So everything other than the crankshaft, connecting rods, and anything that really spins in the bottom end, I have. I'm gonna drop all that stuff off. They can do some work already with like with the block and the head on its own, so they don't really need the crankshaft, but when it comes to building it, they will indeed need it. So the reason why I'm doing this instead of doing it all myself is because I would rather have someone that's done this multiple times before not only do this procedure, but because they're doing all the machining work, they know all the measurements, they know all the tolerances, and they can get it so that the pistons will fit perfectly in there and will make a proper seat inside each one of the combustion chambers. So I don't want to, you know, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to risk it, especially considering how much I've already spent on car parts for this Mini. So I'd rather not cheap out now just to, you know, save myself a couple bucks. So that's what I'm doing now. So time to take all this crap out of the car and bring it in. So hopefully I'll hear back from these guys sometime soon. Everything's dropped off. Yeah. I'm pumped to get the Mini up and going again. It's been apart for too long, so I'm excited to actually get some footwork done on this. You know, the engine's getting worked on. While this is all getting work done and while it's getting built, I'm gonna be taking apart the transmission, putting in my new LSD. I have all new bearings and everything, so you know the Mini is gonna be in good hands, and I know that it's gonna be nuts by the time I'm done with it. So if you guys have any questions about the video or where I'm going to get all this stuff done, comment sections down below. You guys know what to do. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.